their guys will do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up a busy weekend of football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Running is Jacobs. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, Akers, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Mike Evans from 10 yards out. And the Bucs are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Lance getting this out wide to Ayuk. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9, Lance. He's got Jeffrey. Room here to run. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big play there for Carolina.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Throwing now is Lance. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Play action, now it's Lance. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now Lance. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Off of play action, here's Lance. He'll buy some time right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Trey Lance. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Throwing. Love. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. These two teams all tied after 1. They'll run on 1st down. Akers. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 67 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd down and 3. Running it with Jacobs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! Chris Godwin from 17 yards out. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They fake the handoff. Now Lance into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Bucs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Following the interception, Love. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On 1st down, Akers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Love. He'll dump this off to Akers. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Evans has it left side. And he is out of bounds here.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Akers. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Akers again. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. And this time he is in. Cam Akers. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. Coach used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He completes this one to Mack. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Lance now on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is swung out to Eckler. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a second down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the as they get it up to the 43-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
93 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign. They'll run on first down. Akers, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Second and 8 coming up. Quick throw caught by Godwin. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Second and 11. Love from the gun. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Hassan Reddick just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Eluding the pressure right. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
You go like this.
And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a one-score game.
They'll run here with Akers. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 126 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On first down, Akers. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down. On the handoff, it's Akers. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Pitch and catch there good for 13, and that's going to make it 4th down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Now, all through this one, they've had nothing but success throwing the football and in the passing game. Here we are in the 4th quarter. The time you'd think they'd be running the football, they're still tossing it around and having great success. And it appears a whole lot of fun as well.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll go again here with Akers. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the give, this is Akers. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the handoff, running left is Akers. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Cam Akers, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Buccaneers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. On play action, Lance. Able to find Mack. Mack's got the first down and then some. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Play action, now it's Lance. They'll roll him out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long.
Now Lance. He's got Eckler. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. There he goes left side. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house from Buccaneer TD. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Lance now on first down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
To put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. A good position to be in here, second and inches. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Love with it here, third and short yardage. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
And this defense definitely in his head there on third down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call him for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on fourth down, but come up empty. And the Panthers will get the football back. One final try now for Lance. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time